Hi everyone, Richelle here. Today I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to take you on a food tour I was on last year in Athens, Greece. Whenever you travel, tasting the local food is a must, and I wanted to do it with a proper guide leading the way. I also wanted to support the local entrepreneurs, so I chose my tour based on what was available on Airbnb Experiences. After a lot of research, I picked the Taste of Athens Food Walk and Lunch with Marina. It was about 4 hours with 20 tastings for about $80 Canadian. And it was a small group with two other individuals. So I really liked that small group atmosphere. Okay, let's get started. Our meeting spot was Monumentaki Square in front of the metro, which is this like yellow building. In the shot, what I love is that you can see Greek architecture with the Acropolis, Roman architecture with the Hydra Library, and the Ottoman architecture with the mosque. And what I love is that this little church here was known as the Great Monastery, and later known as the Little Monastery, which is where Monumentaki came from, and that's the name of this whole area. Our first stop was just a short walk from the square. Here we tried a traditional Greek breakfast pie, spanakopita, and which is like spinach pie, and bougasta, which is custard cream. Both were extremely delicious. And as this was our first stop, we were told to save room. So we packed it up and moved to our next location. Next, we visited a unique shop for Greek honey. Because of my allergy to sage, the owners didn't want me to taste any of the honey because they couldn't confirm if the bees were in contact with it, which is very cute, and I totally appreciated that. So I just looked around the shop. The types of honey that my other tour participants were, thyme honey from the Greek islands, pine tree honey from the Greek forests. I did manage to try some chestnut honey and didn't die, so it was totally worth the risk. I was kind of surprised to know that Greek had so many different varieties of honey in the first place. Next, it wouldn't be a food tour without visiting the Athens Food Market. We got to see all the fresh catches of the day. We got to learn how to tell the difference between male and female crabs, which I never knew. Then we went to the meat side of the market. What I found interesting is that the animals are hung either by their head or by their feet, and this kind of indicates what type of animal is on display. So it could be goat or lamb. Then Marina showed us some snails, and we learned that this is a really great delicacy when you're trying to fast during the religious holidays, and it's a great source of protein. After the market, we went to a welcoming family-run deli to taste some local cheeses, cold cuts, olives, and of course some Greek wine. Here we ate graver, pastorma, which is camel, water buffalo, and salami with some caramelized chili flakes. So I'm always down for some exotic meat, so I was really interested to try camel and water buffalo. And it wouldn't be a Greek meal without ouzo. And I learned that you don't take shots of them. You actually have it during your meal, and you should have it with ice and water. And then when it turns cloudy, this is actually how you should drink it. And for dessert, we had Greek yogurt with wild cherry preserve. Delicious. Then, after our little aperitif, we got to see how Greek coffee is made. And this was unique because it's made in hot sand. This is a coffee ritual that dated back like ages and ages and ages. So this was really a cool experience to see. And of course, we were able to have our coffee grinds read. Next was a quick stop to taste some olives. And I have to say that olives just taste better in Greece than they do in Canada. So the tour kept going, can you believe it? And we visited a local spot to try some local maize, so Greek tapas, made with fresh vegetable, meats, and fish straight from the market. We tried giant bees, paputsuyaka like moussaka, eggplant, fava, anchovies, mussels and turmeric, calamari, and marinated anchovies. It was so much that we had to take out some containers because we just couldn't finish it all. It was impossible. So when they say don't eat before the tour, trust it because you'll be having food for days. And finally, we took a little walk and we topped off this amazing tour with dessert. So baklava and mastesa ice cream. Completely delicious. So in the end, I loved this tour. It was intimate, I learned a lot, and got to essentially taste all the best dishes that Greece is known for and has to offer. So until next time, bye for now.